This poor analogy may help us to more usefully approach the question of how to seek God. The fact of creation, the immensity of it combined with an essential unity of form, the sheer beauty and harmony of it, and its usefulness to us as well as its demands upon our labor and our understanding, all make us aware of the existence of the Creator. In just the same way as we deduce from the manufacturer of a wonderful diversity of fabrics out of a single material that there is certainly an agent who spins and mixes and dyes and weaves and otherwise prepares the final product, so we deduce from the stunning evidence of the creation that there is a Creator. While a manufacturer of fabrics can be got hold of and may be persuaded to make himself known to us, no such impertinent curiosity can be addressed to the Creator. Indeed, it would be most incorrect to do so, as well as being impossible, just as impossible as it would be for the fabric to address such curiosity to the fabric maker. Thus, without assistance from the Creator himself, we can get no further than when, hearing the first knocking on the door, we begin to indulge hopelessly vague surmises about who was knocking. But the reality is that, by the mercy of God, the creation of mankind was accompanied by revelation. Through God's revelation to the prophets and their teaching, the door is held open for us. We are enabled to respond to the creation around us as signs manifesting not only the fact of the Creator's existence, but also His attributes. Through the prophets, we learn to contemplate His attributes and to call them the One, the All-Merciful, the All-Compassionate, the All-Knowing, the All-Powerful, and so on. A true understanding of these attributes requires inward experience and contemplation, which are achieved only after sincere and total observance of the divine decrees, objective study, and long, profound meditation, according to the pattern of the prophets. Even then, it is by no means possible for any person to comprehend the divine essence. That is why it is said, His names are known, His attributes are comprehended, and His essence exists. In the words of Abu Bakr as-Sadiq, may God be pleased with him, to comprehend His essence means to confess that His essence cannot be comprehended. What falls to us is to remain committed to our covenant with God and to beseech Him in this way. O you who alone are worshipped, it needs no saying that we are unable to attain to true knowledge of you. Yet we believe that you are indeed nearer to us than our neck veins. We feel your existence and nearness in the depths of our hearts through the universe which you have created and opened to us like a book, and through the wonderful harmony of form between the least and the largest of what you have brought into being. We come to perceive that we are integrated into the whole realm of your theophanies, and by that perception our souls are rested and consoled, and our hearts find serenity. But there are some who do not seek any such serenity, or indeed any inward life at all. They are of a mechanical turn of mind, and readily fall into a mechanical kind of sophistry which entraps and paralyzes their reason. They ask, given that God created everything, who created God? When I first heard this question, I straightway confessed again, and Muhammad is his messenger, for the Prophet, peace be upon him, predicted that this question would be raised. Indeed, he predicted a great many future events of importance. All have come true and will continue to do as time unfolds. On one occasion he said, "A day will certainly come when some people will sit with their legs crossed and ask, given that God created everything, who created God? Of course, those who put such questions are atheists or inclined to ism and seek to lead others astray also. The purpose of their question is to avoid the responsibility owed by a creature to the Creator, to avoid belief and worship. At best, the question is derived from the observation of cause and effect relationships. Every circumstance can be thought of as an effect and attributed to an antecedent circumstance or cause, which in turn is attributed to some circumstance antecedent to it, and so on. In the first place, it is obvious to anyone who reasons objectively that the notion of cause is only an hypothesis. It has no objective existence. All that objectively exists is a particular, often, but not always, repeated sequence of circumstances. Secondly, if this hypothesis is applied to existence as a whole, we cannot find a creator of it, because each creator must have a creator before that creator in a never-ending chain. In fact, the futile notion of a never-ending chain of creators was one of the arguments used by Muslim theologians to explain the necessity of believing in God. It is self-evident that the Creator must be self-subsistent and one, without like or equal. If any created being can be said to cause anything, that capacity to cause was itself created within that being. Thus, no being in the universe can be said to be self-existent. Rather, it owes its existence to the Creator, who alone is self-existent, as well as self-subsistent. It follows from the fact that the Creator alone truly creates that for each and every being. He has determined all possible causes and effects, all things whatsoever that come before or after it. Therefore, we speak of God as the sustainer, who holds and gives life to his creation from first to last. All causes have their beginning in him, and all effects find their ending in him. In truth, created things are no more than so many ciphers or zeros which, no matter how many we put in a series, add up to nothing, unless a positive one is placed before the series to give it value. In just this way, the creation could have no real existence nor any value except by God. What we call causes have no direct or independent influence in existence, no direct or independent effects. It may be that we need to speak of causes and effects in order to understand how, in a short space and over a little period of time, some part of the creation is made intelligible to us and available to us for our use. But even this but confirms our dependence upon God and our answerability before him. It is not God who needs causes and effects to create. Rather, it is we who need causes and effects to understand what he has created. He alone is the first and the last, the eternal, the initiator, and the determiner. And all our busy little efforts after cause and effect are but veils between ourselves and his majesty. Let's then affirm once more, he, God, is one, God the self-subsistent, eternally besought of all. He neither begets nor was begotten, and nothing whatever is like unto him.